Hello. Just thought I'd take time to show you what's new. As you can see, this is that first shelf of mine, the WWF era, rock and wrestling era, 80s era, whatever you want to call it. The only thing that's new is Mr. Fuji. They finally put out a Mr. Fuji. I'd rather they had the top hat and cane, or bowler hat, whatever, manager Fuji, but I hear one of those is coming. Let's go down here to the second shelf. As you can see, quite a bit has changed down here. I got a Finley and a Hornswoggle now. That's pretty awesome. Rey Mysterio there with, right behind him, Evan Bourne. Everyone's an Evan Bourne fan. Listen, I'll say it right now. If they give that guy some promo time and some storylines, I could be an Evan Bourne fan. If not, he's just another little guy who jumps off of stuff. I'm sorry. I want to see this guy get some personality. There's Trish Stratus. Stratus faction guaranteed with a women's championship belt. And that came with the, sorry about the light, came with that Hunter and Stephanie figure. That is a McMahon Helmsley era figure. And that's old Ric Flair, for lack of a better term. I got the light on because I had to do that crappy artificial lighting in the previous videos. I finally got the WrestleMania 14 Shawn. It's a very awesome, it came with a similar belt, that one's got the extra paint on it. And I did put Benoit up here. This came together with a very similar Steve Austin, which are only available on Shop Zone right now, WWE's website. I'm trying to think of what else really changed over here other than just some placement of the figures. You can finally see that Big Daddy V is back there. Matt Stryker. I took a few of the figures off, like the Hogan as Shawn, or Shawn as Hogan, excuse me. Lucked out and got the Finley and Hornswoggle. That was pretty nice. Down here to the deluxe side of things. Only thing new back here, other than, again, placement, is I replaced my Kane and Undertaker with the WrestleMania 14 Kane and Undertaker. That's right there. Pretty nice figures. I wish they had not done the single card release ones that they did and just waited for those. We could have had other guys like Terry Funk or The Warrior or Mankind, you know, something like that. And down here, the ECW and WCW shelf, got Spike Dudley. He looks like a moron. I know that was kind of his character, kind of this drug-addled little goofy guy, and he's also supposed to be a lot shorter, but that is him. And then we come over here, I could not pass this up, that is LWO Eddie Guerrero. Comes with an LWO shirt and a cruiserweight belt. And I also got the Outsiders, Hall and Nash. I'm sorry if that light's drowning out things, but otherwise not much here has changed either. Where things really changed is the WrestleCrap shelf. I can put that stupid light down now. Let's see. If you can see right there, that is a Hunter Hearst Helmsley with my WrestleMania 12 Warrior. That was the AAA or Hunter Hearst Helmsley Warrior WrestleMania 12 match. Basically, it was over in 30 seconds, 90 seconds. Warrior no-sold the pedigree, got up, and then destroyed Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Very quick blow-off match. At a Kmart that was going out of business not far away from me, I was able to get an old Billy and Chuck figure set. That is from the gay wedding angle, Billy and Chuck. I only got them for this reason, to sit on this shelf. Not a big Chuck Palumbo fan. I am not a Billy Gunn fan. Certainly not a fan of the Angle. The Angle got inducted because it was a really big deal and even got media coverage. When it came time for the marriage on air, it was horribly done. They blew it off with no rhyme or reason, and then had no follow-up. And a lot of people, including a lot of the media backers like GLAAD, got upset. So that is why it was inducted. Hey, I mentioned him in the encyclopedia. There's the Berserker. That little dagger he comes with is not included. This is actually a pretty cool figure. He's got big furry booties, which you can kind of see right there. And a neat helmet. The helmet doesn't come off. And he's got that cloak, or whatever you want to call that, like Viking wear. The Berserker was Yukon John Nord, and then he went to AWA, and he was Big John Nord, and then he was the Viking. Nothing really changed in the back other than the couple things that I mentioned. Repo Man got rhythm and blues. I moved him around a bit. Ooh, this is a big deal. Oh, no more Brett. Matilda's by himself now. This is a brand new induction. It's Roddy Piper's Pit from WrestleMania 5. This just got inducted onto WrestleCrap.com. More or less, I always saw the angle of him shooting the fire extinguisher at Morton Downey Jr. for smoking on Piper's Pit. And I always thought that was really funny. As it turns out, that whole segment actually went on a lot longer and was not nearly as funny. They only show the good stuff on WWE television of him shooting the extinguisher. And apparently that whole angle really sucked, except for the one moment I saw, and there was kind of a brouhaha of sorts going on over on the WrestleCrap forum about whether it was crap or not. R.D. Blade and the person who wrote it, Triple Kelly, said that they thought it was stupid, so therefore it's inducted, but they said if you thought it was funny, hey, right on. This is one, oh man, I became a fan of this man after his WrestleCrap interview. This is the man from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Mr. Lance Storm. I think technically this is a ECW or a WCW era figure of Lance, but I don't care. Lance Storm is awesome. I had to get his figure. And he's got a microphone. He has a very, I don't know if that's perplexed or serious or what look that is on his face, but Lance Storm got inducted for the boring gimmick that he had. If you remember, Steve Austin said, you are so boring, get off the mic. He did bad promos, and then they did all sorts of nonsense with him. Lance Storm, in the interview, I remember, said if they were just doing it to bury me, they would not have used Steve Austin. There must have been a way. I wasn't seeing it working. And then when it started working, of course, WWE changed the gimmick and made it even more terrible. So, Lance, you are awesome. That was a great interview. This one's a little hard to describe, but I will try to describe it anyway. This actually also just came out and was also inducted within the last couple weeks. Maybe Jakks Pacific is a fan of the WrestleCrap site. That is a Rick Martel and a Jake the Snake Roberts. I have them kind of facing away from each other. That is supposed to be the blindfold match from WrestleMania 7. I don't even remember what the angle was, but I guess you put blindfolds over these two guys, or sacks over their head, or whatever they are, and then they stumble around the ring and put on a bad match. I was actually trying to get a hold of a Rick Martel figure because the model gimmick was inducted. That figure had pink bands and shorts, and he also, I think, had a little sweater and sunglasses. These two figures came with nothing. Jake the Snake didn't even come with a snake figure, so that was really lame, I thought. But I thought if I ever needed an extra Jake, and I was thinking of doing a warrior training session with Jake in homage here, I could do that, but that would require me destroying one of my warrior figures to put a head in some dirt with getting Jake with a toy shovel. So, the collection keeps growing. I don't know how much more I'm going to be getting these guys. Jakks unfortunately loses the license at the end of the year, and I don't know if I'll be getting any of the Mattel stuff, not because I think it's going to be any good, but mainly because I've invested so much money and time into these other figures. I don't know if I want to. I mean, I'll take a look at them, of course, but, I mean, there's Coco. Hey, Coco, all out of the blue there. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate your time in watching these videos. I'm sorry that there wasn't a little more meat in this, but I wanted to let you know I am still getting figures, and people did say make some more videos, so I thought, well, I'll wait a little bit, I'll get some more figures, and, see how it goes. You guys all have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.